And
we here with it.
I definitely wanted to jump into this because I felt like we might get a little long-winded with this too, because we all went to go see, like we promised, we went to go see, what is it called?
Jurassic Park.
No, Jurassic Park.
I'm sorry,
what?
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm tripping, bro. I ain't write the full name of the joint in the
I
thing,
definitely wrote down Jurassic Park.
Yeah, you gotta chill, yo. We professionals now.
That's terrible, man.
So we gonna start with how the movie was. I personally didn't think it was horrible, but we gonna get into that. It was some things that were egregious. Can we talk about how it began?
Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Yo,
because my note real quick before you get to it. My note says real quick before you get into it. Dumb beginning, but I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go, yo.
Bro, me and Sim, I was taking notes in there. Shout out my little cousin Simeon. We went to go see it on Sunday last week, and me and him both. That's how I know he's smart, bro. We looked at each other when they were in the containment facility for the half-breed month. Yo, you mean to tell me a Snickers bar going into the event damaged the whole fortified system and freed all those mutants? A Snickers wrapper, yo.
And my lady were hot. We talked about it for like 10 minutes,
are you
yo.
Serious,
after the movie
bro?
was over, yo.
Know what that is? That's poor
pissed.
writing, bro.
Bad,
That's like, yo.
horrible writing.
None of the stuff happens
writing,
at the
bro.
end without that Snickers wrap.
None
of that stuff.
A Snickers wrapper is kind of egregious.
A multi-million-dollar Halo-esque Star Wars looking facility.
I want to say trillions.
A Snickers bar, yo.
They probably put billions out there in that.
Yo,
Snickers wrapper. They couldn't equate for that in the controls that they had for the system. That's what it was. They could not equate for a Snickers bar getting through the ventilation.
It wasn't even a bar. It was the wrap.
I mean, the wrap.
I might have gave it more credit for the bar.
And it wasn't even a full-size Snicker bar. It was one of the mini.
It was a mini
snack joint show that they had in the offices.
Shareable size.
He had a shareable size joint take down the whole fortress.
Spoilers.
Down a multi-billion-dollar facility.
That's wild,
bro. Think about this. A Snickers wrapper, messed up the entire island.
Oh my god!
This is a building that's supposed to stop
giant
mutated dinosaurs,
hybrid
from getting to you, and a Snickers wrapper. And come on, yo. I'm sorry. I was so mad. My fault. I was not planning on writing notes as the movie happened. That made me start writing notes.
I wrote notes.
That made me start. I wasn't even trying to be a critic in there. I was just trying to have a good blockbuster time. Yo.
Another thing, that's why I'll say they cleaned it up with the blockbuster time. But another thing that ticked me off early, yo, they was on that little boat. Yo, that looked like a regular boat that you go in the harbor with, bro.
No, it didn't. I'm gonna keep it real because I'll be watching and looking at boats. That was like that military-esque.
No, not Mahershala Ali and them boat. The dad
with
the two little girls.
Why are you traveling across the equator with your children?
Bro, he was literally on the boats that they have downtown Baltimore, yo. Like,
what are you doing, brother? You deserve that. He deserved that to happen.
Ali was on his ass about it.
He deserved that to happen.
Yo,
I was hot.
Why are you out here with your kids, yo?
What are you doing?
You about to snuff that man,
yo, you wildin'.
You deserve to have your kids
I thought they were all
just
about dead.
Yeah.
The father was getting... The family in general was getting on my nerves.
No, the father was the worst one.
Whole family, yo.
Another thing that kind of bothered me, this is jumping ahead.
And we got good stuff to talk about.
I'm going to give it credit around the same thing. Well, no, because that's a little further down the line. I will say the CGI was really good. I like the water scenes.
That's what Gareth Edwards, he's excellent director with all of that. They hired the right director, yo.
Yeah, because like...
They hired the right director.
I was thinking about you, Rich. How'd your thalassophobia handle it? Like when they was on the little boat and the big joint came up. It was crazy, yo.
No, it wasn't too bad, though, because a lot of that comes more from being inside the water, and I can see them actually. You can't really see them first, and then they just you just see a silhouette maybe, and then you see.
I felt like they did a good job of building that.
So how'd you feel?
They didn't do that really like crazy.
How did you feel though when my man's the boyfriend was in the water and he was under, and then you could see
that was crazy.
The joint chasing him.
I mean,
and the joint was mad close.
See, the thing is, it's really for me. It's just more of not really being able to see him. So me physically seeing the thing there, it's like, it's there now. But not seeing it and not knowing, and then that's bad boy slide up on you or slide past you. Like, say if you facing this direction, you under the water, deep ocean water, right? You facing in this direction. You go to hit the move to just go turn slightly. Mega whale right there on the side.
That's how to be near that island, apparently.
Yeah, that would kill. I drown right there. That'd be the end of me, right there. Heart attack. My heart might explode.
Yeah, the same thing that was going on. So the little annoying boat that you would never take across the ocean, bro.
With your children.
Ever, bro.
And
all
then
it would
why?
take is it to be a storm or something, and everybody's
Though
dead,
he
bro.
ended up doing some heroic things, why do you have the boyfriend on there?
I might have threw the boyfriend off the boat.
Yo.
Yeah. First off, that's bad parenting, yo. That's inappropriate, yo. Like, yo.
You gotta do some work, brother. You was down there.
Yeah,
what was y'all doing down there? All this
You know
time.
what was going on down
Oh,
there,
that's
yo.
this style of parenting.
Disrespectful,
Our parents definitely
In
like
a small boat.
yes.
That's this style of parenting. I be forgetting. I be thinking about how.
Well, they never spoke about the mom, so it kind of can lead, which is kind of they never mention the mom, but it can kind of lead you to believe maybe he's more lenient because of something like they don't give you any of that, but you can kind of possibly infer that's why the dad seems so docile and so forgiving of certain things and things of that nature. Because that kid, yo, you gonna get behind this wheel, yo.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean, yo?
Yeah, there's no asking.
Yeah, like
Yo,
he was
I'm
pissing
done.
me off. I know they supposed
You
to
get behind the wheel,
He was
brother.
pissing me off. I know it's a movie.
No, they think.
But you
that's
know there's
cute.
dudes
Stuff
like that,
They
yo.
think stuff like that is cute now, bro.
And then he was all
Absolutely
self-wallowing. Why was you? I was like, yo, I don't like this guy, yo.
Yeah.
I don't like him at all, yo. Man up. You just want to say. I know people don't like that in this time, and it's for you to say man up, man up, yo. It was getting on my nerves, yo.
Well, what we will say is he did man up eventually, but
to an extent.
the one when so we in the water now. Mahershala Ali and them on the way to the island because the sketchy billionaire dude presented them an offer they couldn't refuse. They
First of
rounded
all,
There's
up the
always
team.
a sketchy
We
billionaire.
skip some
that
stuff
presents
every
all
time.
that.
Every time.
Yeah, my fault.
Well, go right back real quick. He gets Scarlett Johansson's
Oh yeah, Scarlett Johansson. Yeah.
character right. I can't think of her name right now at the top, but how he assembled the team, the scientists and everything, it was so fast and it just was rushed.
Yeah, you
Didn't
could tell
make any
everything
sense.
was rushed.
Safety-wise,
And this entire
it
movie
makes
was
no
rushed.
sense.
Yo. This whole movie was rushed.
It's not about writing no more, bro. Hit him with the CGI, dog.
Yeah, they was getting us to that island.
He directed his ass off. Like the island scenes, because they went to
They
real
wanted us to
islands.
get
Because the
to that
CGI look
island.
good, yo.
But the CGI and like the actual location, it was hard. They were
it look
really
good, yo.
like I checked out some of the stuff before. They were really like in those like remote island jungles like type of joints. That was real. Like
That
they
was hard,
was outside with it for real. They took it back, and then of course they had to do stuff CGI wise and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean the way they rushed that crew together just was like, yo, this is not. Why would anybody? You're gonna die.
Yeah, and
somebody's gonna die.
Know what ticked me off though was when they tried to like build camaraderie on the boat, and they tried to get deep for a second, like they both was about to cry. I'm like,
Thank you.
What's going on? Like, yo, y'all went from the Snickers bar, going in the ventilation system to like, I'm like, all right, clearly this is just
4
an
years
action
later.
movie.
They were
Something
trying to
happened.
build.
Now they trying to
backstory.
act.
The dialogue was so bad. I think I said roughly. It was a hard watch with some of the stuff. The first, I would say 40-ish minutes, the dialogue was so bad. It was getting hard for me to kind of like. I was liking certain scenes, but I was like, my gosh, yo, is this gonna be horrible?
I think it was between the dialogue and that background music that was playing
Oh,
as the
thank
dialogue
you,
was
Rich.
happening.
Rich,
It was
on the
pissing
movie
me
stuff,
off, yo.
the
I was
music
sitting there
was
like,
making no
why is there
sense
music
right now?
happening right now? They're just talking.
You're
I don't
adding
understand.
music for no reason.
This is dumb. I don't understand why we're hearing this.
I ain't even
I was
noticed.
hot, yo. I was getting mad.
Thank you.
That was
Rich,
this is
yo.
why I'm gonna be. My rating is not gonna be what you think, yo. I was like, this
The
is kind of
dialogue,
making me mad.
a
yo.
bunch of the dialogue scenes, but specifically that scene with Mahershala Ali and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, in the boat.
It was like it was slow. It was you can tell you know how the dialogue is bad when you can see the actors trying to act through it, and when you know the two actors are really good actors,
Yeah.
they're great actors,
And it's still
we know
nasty.
they can act, and it's a struggle watch.
It's
yo.
nasty. How many takes did it take to even get that down?
One.
Probably 50 million takes to
A
get
half a
that.
take, bro.
I'm
that
sitting
we
here
saw.
mad because I'm like, he's so much better than this, yo.
Yeah.
Somebody
Give me-
said Oh, it was I forgot the name of the podcast I listened to. They said his beret don't never come off his head the whole movie. I gotta rewatch it because I don't think it does. I don't think it ever comes off. Yo, that's hard. Yo. He had it in his contract. I'm not dying, and I'm keeping the beret on the whole movie.
Yeah.
Something that somebody said before, and then I watched it for myself and was like his character was the most interesting character, but since they tried to introduce probably a character or two too many, there was nobody you can really we never really got more backstory about his kid passing. Mm-hmm. There was a love story brewing between the scientist and Scarlett, and it never. Nothing came of it. It was just tension. It felt like, okay, are y'all? Because they say in the Rebirth, are y'all building for the trilogy of this Rebirth? No, don't do that. You can give us more and still build upon. Yeah. The one thing I'll say is I was speaking about it after because we had these long movie convos after. It felt. I personally presented. I was like, it felt like when the studio says. They get, you know how the directors fight for Final Cut because they hate when studios mess with their creative thing. It felt like the studio said, "This is our franchise. Hit this checklist. T-Rex has to be in here, which the T-Rex should always be in there. Absolutely. The T-Rex scene was cool. And it was this has to be hit. This has to be hit. We don't care. These have to be in here, and it's like it got bloated. Yeah, you could tell the studios bloated the movie because it had some really, really good stuff that I was leading to, but like. So many stories were unfleshed out. The dude that was shooting at the dinosaurs, the first major scene.
I hated him, bro.
He died to me too fast.
Way too quick.
And it didn't make sense.
Smoked him immediately. Those alligator joints got him quickly up off that boat.
Other shorty barely got a foot on the island. She was out of here.
Oh, they cooked her quick. Yeah. She
that dinosaur sneaking up was
Suicide Squad.
I didn't see that dinosaur.
Fast, bro.
Yo, I didn't see that dinosaur. That looked like a rock.
Bro.
That was clever. I saw it once it got up, but it was that was clever. That was flying. Now I know when you watch it again, you want to see it.
That's why I shot the movie some bail because I'm like.
The dinosaur scenes I didn't expect
straight. All the dinosaur scenes were tough.
Yeah, the dinosaur scenes was
I wasn't a big fan of the big bad. I'm not gonna lie, the big bad one was a little ridiculous to me.
I wrote in my notes.
It was.
That was a little ridiculous.
Alien meets Jurassic.
First off, it didn't even look like a dinosaur.
It looked like a big-headed
what's that one?
That whale.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Is that a beluga whale?
Why did it have a beluga whale head, yo?
Big beluga whale head.
I kind of like the arms because it was mutated. Because each one, the best mutated one was crazy to me. Still was the first. That was cool. No, I'm talking about from the newer the Jurassic Worlds.
Oh, okay.
Was the first raptor mutated joint the one that they was like that was just in the what's the names, and they were it was the large joint. It was the first apex
that
predator
could change
joint
color and all that. I mean, it could camouflage and all.
Yeah, that was the hardest.
That was the toughest.
They had several ones after that was
creation that they did.
Yeah, that was the hardest.
That was the toughest one.
But they got to keep up in the ante. But it was like
they had raptor birds.
I feel like with the other dinosaurs, though, they did a good job. Yeah, it was cool.
They had a lot of joints. The brontosaurus joints was wild. Huge.
The hugging was mad long
with the long tails.
The hugging scene was a little.
I didn't need a lot of that.
It was getting a little uncomfortable.
Didn't need all that.
And then the man almost. How do I say this, man? He almost relieved himself while he was trying to touch. It was getting a little weird for me, yo.
He was into it way too much.
I didn't say he was emotional but it was like, all right, yo, this scene is a little too long. Like, let's get past this, yo. And they just kept hugging and like, yo, just shoot the goddamn brontosaurus or whatever, yo. Let's get past this, yo. Man. But the idea to shoot them joints and then the drone joint and with the parachute, that was hard, yo.
Yeah, that was tough. Hard. That was a good idea, and it was.
Now,
cool
10 meters within is kind of crazy. 10 meters is
wild.
The most unrealistic one was
always being able to catch it as it floats down.
The most realistic one was the whale thing, yo. You know how hard it would be to do that in the ocean with the wind blowing with the big whale?
And the whale just stand up.
She said, strap me to the front of the boat.
Surface.
But that's why she tried to tell
That's why you know Scarlett Johansson was cold in that movie. She told him strap him to the front of the boat, yo. It was 70-foot whale.
That was a good plot thing that they did lay out earlier because he was like, oh, I can shoot it. It's not hard.
Yeah. And
then she broke down to him with the window and you were moving and something knots, blah, 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 swelling up your eyes. And then he was like, all right, you can take the shot. Yeah, I mean, so that was kind of a hard
One thing I will say is she just She still felt like Black Widow in this joint.
Yeah, yo.
She just ain't throwing any punches.
Really
Black
do
Widow,
too much.
yo.
You just ain't really
I was
killing
waiting for
humans.
to trip the billionaire.
Yeah,
on
something.
his
I didn't
chest
know
or
what
something.
she did get hot with him though when
But
she
she
found
didn't
out.
go hard, yo. He was about to let the girl die, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. That was
They got him,
crazy,
though.
yo.
They got him.
One more gripe, because now this sounds like a movie bashing.
No,
but-
because I got some good
But
shit.
yo, I don't understand how the father made it through everything and he snapped his leg on the boat.
But then his leg
in
was
the
fine
very
after a
beginning.
while.
No, and this joint got caught and snapped like sideways, yo. I'm like, wait, hold up.
He heals like Wolverine.
Come
Bro,
on, yo.
my man limped that off.
He built the little cane, yo, and it helped him heal as he was walking through the torrential
That's
downpours
egregious.
and the slipperiest
My
of
man had a
surfaces
limp
on
from
planet
snapping
Earth,
his
yo.
joint backwards,
The
bro.
most unstable conditions on the planet Earth. This
Yo,
man was walking like it was nothing with a broken
the boat
leg.
crashed and he fell and his leg got caught behind like a metal rod and it straight snapped at the ankle.
Didn't matter.
I also know you're supposed to
man
build
alive.
suspense, and you got to do this for movie purposes. But there were too many times where it was too much obvious stuff that they just conveniently could not notice or see. Like the guy was the only one noticed the gun and the dead body in the helicopter or the plane that crashed.
Yeah.
He the only person. Or when the one joint dinosaur was coming, and the little girl, everybody else know, but she don't know. It's closer to her than everybody else. It was just too much of that, yo.
I think that's what it, like you said, yo. It's the 32nd installment, baby. They know what to do. They like, bro, y'all know what they like.
The checklist.
You know what they like.
Checklist, yo.
Hit the
You know what they
checklist.
like.
That's what we
Yeah,
want.
because it's going to be another dude that don't care about writing that's going to be like, no, they needed to show the Stegosaurus in this joint. No.
They had to do it. But
Yeah.
what I will say is, overall, just about every dinosaur scene was cool.
Yeah, I thought so.
I
don't think that was one that wasn't
the
that bad.
swimming
to be honest with you.
T-Rex that
Yeah,
he
that
was
was cool.
sleeping and rolled over and all of that.
Yeah.
And he was that.
It was in their natural
hard, yo.
habitat, really causing chaos.
The
Chilling,
T-Rex
yeah.
always causing chaos,
Yeah,
though. I
yeah,
love
yeah.
it. I love it.
The T-Rex didn't have to.
I was hoping he was going to slide through and kill the big
He
bad.
didn't, that's the first time they didn't
I
allow it
wanted
in the
him to
movie.
do that, man.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Put that on the checklist. That should be on the checklist.
That's the
T-Rex
first time they
slides
didn't
through,
do it.
kills everything.
He does it every. This is
Yo, he's
first
the best.
time.
He's the apex. He is the apex. They keep trying to
gonna
create
lie, yo.
one, but the T-Rex is him.
I ain't gonna lie.
I thought it was that-
T-Rex
I
wasn't
thought-
gonna- wasn't gonna kill you.
Hell no.
That was the
Nah.
first time. Like he ain't gonna kill you.
Nah,
He got
would've
help with
You
the
needed
last
help
one.
with it. You needed help with
He
the
got
last
help
one
with
with
the
the
last
little,
joint.
the giant bird
Yeah.
with the crazy hands. That
Hey,
was
he got help. He gets help. I'm not
it
gonna
was like
lie.
a giant turkey. That was
But
a
he
little
lives.
weird, but yeah,
Got
yeah.
the little arms.
Yeah, the little arms,
Gets
the
it in,
T-Rex
man.
arms, yo.
Yeah.
I thought, like y'all said though, I thought it did a good job of building suspense with scenes. But
The little flying raptors that went under the joint, they climbed in the tunnel. I will say the suspense between getting out of the tunnels and the raptor and then the giant joint, the good stuff, I really enjoyed like roughly the last 30 minutes a lot.
I
was
enjoyed
some of
it a
Blockbuster's
lot.
intense.
All the action,
Give you that
like,
old
all the
school
action.
I'm
Jurassic
talking about
Park feel.
consistency.
But I
For,
stopped.
like,
I'm gonna be
30-minute
honest.
period. That
I'm
was
gonna be
really good.
honest. Story wise, I accepted it wasn't going to be about the story like from the beginning. It was. I can't think of a movie that I enjoyed that was like that. But it was like I knew this is just a CGI.
The rapper
film.
did it to you, but a lot of it. But I will say the locations.
Yeah.
The CGI. They did a good job of mixing them both, man. Like that. They got, like I said, Gareth. They got the right director. Now the writers and all of this and the studios getting involved. I mean, I love that, but because my biggest gripe when we talked about it, the lead up to it was the last one. To me, felt the least like Jurassic Park
Yeah.
or World.
Something
It
like
felt.
I missed that.
It
one.
just felt like a movie with dinosaurs, and it had some elements from it, like blue and stuff like that. But I just was like, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it though, and it just was like it don't feel like Jurassic Park. Maybe the end a little bit when the T-Rex and the what's the name kind of, and then the new Apex Predator that was chasing them when
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum and all of them was escape. That felt like Jurassic Park. Other than that, it didn't really. This one felt like a Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
Bring you back to the jungle.
Which I
It's got to
truly
be in the
appreciate.
jungle, man.
Yeah.
Even like
Jurassic
the
Park has to
laboratories
be in the
being
jungle.
old, that older style look, like where it looked like a real, like I can't explain it.
Because Lost
It
World
was
did a
good,
mixture
though.
of the jungle and out in the real world. They
Yeah.
did a good mixture, so it felt like it. That last one was just y'all in the it was so much in the mountains and snow. I'm like, how are they surviving? Now this movie kind of said, hey man, they dying off because they can't take the climate.
Couldn't take the climate.
So they went back to the equator, but it was like, I was like, what?
It was way hotter when they was around. We smoked the environment as
they like,
as
y'all ruined the environment, yo. These dinosaurs is like,
they can only live near the equator, yo.
And they was chilling out there, yo.
They was living there.
Yo. But yeah, it felt like that's my biggest thing. It felt like a Jurassic Park / Jurassic World movie, which I really liked. In that last 30 minutes,
it was a funny part where my little cousin Samuel. That's how I know we all think alike in the fam to a certain extent. The scene when the big bad was chasing them down at the very end, yo, and Mahershala Ali takes the flare and runs off to heroically save everybody else.
I was about to be super.
Yo, we both looked at each other like,
yo, I had a feeling like he's not gonna pass. He's not gonna die. But
we was looking at each other like this.
Small little bit of
like,
doubt had me. I was going to.
We like, yo, they about to take him out.
Not
like
Hansen.
I was going to say he's doing something, but I can't say that on here.
Not
if
like
he dies to these people,
not like these. Not like
I was going to say, don't be that guy, yo.
Not like these.
Because it's going to be.
My boy was RG3 for the people.
Oh my God.
He had to save him.
Yes, yo. I was like, bro, if he dies, I was going to rate. I was gonna rate this movie a 0 if he died. Yo.
Yeah,
I was gonna be that mad, yo.
Yo, we both looked at each other like, yo, if he died right now.
Thank you. A certain segment of us people that saw that movie were all thinking the same.
We all thought the same thing.
And not like this,
serious.
yo.
It was terrible. We got all the way through the movie.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Go.
Save everybody with a flare.
I'm like,
dive off into the water and die. It's crazy.
Man. He survived though. He survived though. So
I don't know how he survived.
And again, spoiler alert to anyone.
There's another bad writing.
Definitely a huge spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't seen it.
People have been doing like breakdowns of what's the most powerful animal in the movie.
It's been out for a
week. Yeah, spoiler alert. And
we'll save Superman for next week.
I want y'all rating. Yeah, Superman. We gotta discuss Superman.
Out of what? 10?
Out of 10.
I give it a 5 out of 10. I probably get a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like, I'm telling you, the acting was atrocious in that movie. I wasn't.
No, I will say that
the writing
was bad.
The
writing
was really.
The bird scene. We forgot before we get into that when they was climbing down the what's the name?
That was hard.
Birds. That was
hard, bro.
That was hard.
That was hard.
As far as feeling Jurassic Park as bringing it back, the dinosaur scenes were always the most important. They were big highlights. But I feel like the lows were so low, it makes me have to move this movie down. I think they were doing too much. I'm going to have to give it, and this is because the dinosaur scenes were so hard, a 6. A 6.
Not mad at it. I'm not mad. So, I could lean towards
like
5.5.
It was like a 6 is one of those movies where if it come on again, I'm not going to necessarily watch it from beginning to end again. But I might stay on it, or I might flick through parts of it again.
Yeah,
because it has enjoyable stuff in it. Or about roughly halfway through, probably right the T-Rex part. If I come in on there, I might watch the rest of the movie. Which is that to me, that's a solid 6 right there.
Yeah. So my rating wasn't that far off. Then I was gonna say like 7.5 ish, because I really did like the action and the CGI. I guess because I didn't see the last Jurassic Park either. So it was almost like it felt refreshing. You feel me? Like, back to the dinosaurs and stuff. Yeah. And it was like the Chris Pratt one was like a little bit different, but this felt like the original like setting, like you said, like the abandoned facility where everything's run amok.
Yeah.
And I thought that was dope, dog.
Yeah. Like overall,
I could be being hard.
No. You're not. You're not.
As a Jurassic
what
person,
I did.
For me, giving it a 6 means there was some really bad spots in it, but there was some good stuff. But like I'm generally always gonna side on the favor of like this one and the last one are close in rating to me.
Okay,
Dominion, they're close in rating. There's things I really like that they went back to in this one, and then there's things on the last one that I like, but like there's stuff I really don't like. So it's a weird blend type of joint like that. Since they rebooted the whole thing and started with Jurassic World, the first one to me is the best one. The first one is the best one.
Nah, that was
it
good.
was unique. The raptors, training the raptors, and all of that. When,
even the way they rode around, the park on that little orb looking thing, like
yes,
and then the dinosaur bit it. And it was like
when they showed the large swimming down in the water at like you watching the dolphins and stuff. That was cold, yo. And then that scene when the pterodactyl things or whatever got out and they just attacking everybody in the park. That was hard. So, but. They restored a few feelings in this one, but overall, man, that dialogue, man.
Nah, the dialogue was crazy bad,
dialogue was atrocious.
Nah, even like the dad with the daughters, it was like, bro, they ain't even know how to build like how I feel like, yo, that's really their pops. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, this is just. He let the little girl just keep a dinosaur. I would have told my daughter, like, look, yo. If you don't take this serious, we gonna die. Like, yo, we need to focus and keep it moving.
I rocked with the dinosaur, though.
The dinosaur was cute.
My lady was
like, yo, what if
it's gonna die?
He was like, he was saving
might
the scene.
attracted more dinosaurs.
She was like, it was so big. Some of the stuff is so, her rating might be like a 4.
The only thing is, it's
the rating was bad.
She was like, that joint saved the dinosaurs, saved a lot of the baby dinosaurs, saved a lot of the joint. I ain't gonna lie. I was liking it because, yo, it reminded me of BJ.
It was cute.
It reminded my dog, yo. I was like, I kind of rocked with him a little bit, but he didn't do
though. And he saved the day a couple times, let you know what was going down.
She shouldn't have been able to take it. The dinosaur's gonna die wherever they take it to. So it's not fair. It's not fair to the dinosaur.
And it's gonna grow to be like 30.
Well, clearly the dad doesn't make good decisions, bro. He took his young baby daughter and teenage daughter with her boyfriend across the ocean on a yacht. Not even a yacht, essentially
on a
canoe.
Boat.
In the middle of
canoe with a roof on it.
Yeah.
In the middle of the Atlantic, in the middle of like the
dead center ocean.
What are you doing?
And one part that made me mad, it was like they was on the boat, on that little teeny boat. It really bothered me. Like, that's what you said again to the right, and it just made me think of a scene in the beginning.
I'm like, was he moving smack?
He's on this little.
It don't make no sense.
Maybe
yo.
He was.
The kids were in disguise, yo. Like an innocent. It doesn't make any sense, yo. Unassuming boat with a family, yo.
If they had the cocaine dinosaurs.
He should have wrote. They should have wrote that. I could have wrote a hard movie for this.
Yeah.
Cocaine
and he talked about how deep
hard.
the water was there, and I'm like, yo, when you in this little boat, bro, like, that's not a flex, yo. He told like the young girl, like, it's like some like an astronomical amount distance to the bottom of the ocean at that point, and I'm like, yo, honestly, if you do that in real life,
he was like 2,000 feet.
Nobody should have to risk their life to save you, yo. Like, you just gonna have to get lucky and be a castaway type
it reminded
situation.
Me of, yo.
That's crazy. Nobody should risk their life for that. That's stupid.
Ocean Gate, yo, for a second. It triggered me. They should have put trigger warning because that documentary still pisses me off. It makes me laugh.
I wanted to talk about that because I
not at the people that died, but like just the stupidity.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't have too much empathy for anyone that went down.
Oh no.